Well, let's just get this out of the way right now, because last night, the MTV VMAs, all of the speculation, wonderment, and innuendo happened when Nicki Minaj awkwardly got on stage and announced,
"This is an iconic moment, so let's be quiet for 1 second. For the first time ever, back together in like a decade. Make some noise for NSYNC."
There it is. Yep.
No, they're going bonkers.
Over 20 years ago, we were just kids when we won Best Pop Video for Bye, Bye, Bye.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesse. Yes, JC.
It was our first VMA, and it meant the world to us. That award validated our hard work,
But one thing remains constant. A creative, boundary-pushing video leaves a lasting mark for decades.
I mean, decades and decades. The boys, they had taken a little selfie in the elevator on the way up, and they were like, when five guys walk into an elevator and everybody was like, "I've been hurt. Oh, they're back." Yes. And so then they announced the winner of the Best Pop Music Video recipient.
Best Pop.
And the VMA goes to the unstoppable Taylor Swift.
I mean, dolls.
Yeah, so Taylor Swift, I mean, she rolls up, and first of all, her reaction to just NSYNC coming out was magical.
She was losing her mind, yeah.
It was what everybody in America was feeling at that moment. And she comes up, and she's like, and, you know, I have to think, Taylor may know something, and maybe she's just playing this part, but she does it so well.
I had your dolls. What, are you doing something? What's going to happen now?
I know, she's like, listen, you guys aren't just getting up on stage at the VMAs to announce this and not have something in the works, right?
Right, and she's kind of like just immediately forgets that she just won an award and just be like, tell everybody what they want to hear. Like, we want to know what's happening. Why are you here? Why are you here?
What are you? There's something they're gonna do something, and I need to know what it is.
She's
we
like,
all do.
What are they
we all
doing?
do. Yes.
You guys you're pop personified, so to receive this from your golden pop hands it's too much. Thank you for the friendship bracelets.
Yeah, I mean,
Lance gave her friendship bracelets.
Given her friendship bracelets, almost like he knew she was going to win, or they had a peek at who was going to win, and anyways, gave her some friendship bracelets. But yeah, VMAs last night, and NSYNC reunites. Of course, right after that, the commercial they go to is Trolls. The Trolls
World
movie.
Trolls World Tour.
Yeah, the
Tour,
Trolls movie teaser for the movie coming up. So I mean,
it's back. It's band together. The Trolls band together. That's a new one.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. The stars are lined too much for this not to be a moment.
I know. So listen, all right. I'm just trying to think of what next award show they could actually then perform the song that's going to be on the soundtrack for that movie.
It would be what, the American Music Awards? That usually comes up in November, I want to say, right?
Okay, so that could be if it's like
the AMAs?
Nominated for, if it's nominated.
Well, even
for
if they're
not,
even if they're not nominated, I mean, they could do a performance at the AMAs coming up, if that is a thing. Now, if, who knows? They could be up for not only a Grammy, but they could be up for an Oscar because it's now in movies.
Oh, wouldn't that be the best thing for Chris Kirkpatrick?
He'd have to get time off work. He'd have to ask his boss for some time off.
They might let it slide if he's going to potentially get an Oscar. That would be amazing.
I mean, look, I think
Who am I kidding? An Oscar for everybody would be amazing.
Right. Now, it was funny because we're watching this last night, and my wife's like, okay, who's the guy in the light blue suit? And so I had to go, I was like, all right, left to right. This one is Joey Fatone. That one's obviously Lance Bass, then Justin Timberlake. That
Did
is
she not know who
JC
Chasez?
That's Chris Kirkpatrick. Well, obviously the people you know in NSYNC, is Justin Timberlake, and probably you recognize Lance Bass, maybe Joey Fatone, but then the other two you kind of maybe, if you're not an NSYNC aficionado, you may be getting them mixed up with some Backstreet Boys. Maybe you're like, all right, is that like a Nick Lachey or is that a Nick Carter or someone like that, or is that
no?
Yeah. So, anyways,
you know all of their names if you're a mega fan, and JC was one of the lead singers back there with Justin. Okay.
Well, again,
he had shorter hair.
Again, he's not been doing much lately, so this would be.
Listen, he's been. I think he was a judge on So You Think You Can Dance.
Okay, again, he's not been doing much.
So he's been doing behind the scenes work.
So last night MTV VMAs, it was a long show. That was the big moment. There was the NSYNC reunion.
And that's how they started, right? That was the first award.
That was the first award. Yes. Yeah. They had several performances leading up to the Olivia Rodrigo performance. It kind of looked like there might have been some technical difficulties, like a stage malfunction or something. But then the curtains closed and then they opened again and then she started performing again. So it almost looked like it was awkward, but it was meant to look awkward, so that was kind of weird. But yeah. Oh, and then real quick, Demi Lovato comes out, and you know how she's been redoing some of her old songs in a more rock sort of way. Yeah. So she rolls out to a full basically rock band and performs a montage. But Heart Attack was the first one. I mean, she just sounded great. I mean, she's hitting those notes. So anyways, last night, the MTV VMAs there.
Well, and speaking of her, you might go on our website at WDJX.com and peruse the big pop star revealed on The Masked Singer.
Yeah, no relation, obviously.
Not at all.